Okay, so welcome back. So let me write the program for this. So if you remember, I in the previous one of the videos I told you first to define the structure for the linked list. So linked list is nothing but a node, and node is having two values. One is actual value, one is the reference of the same node. Okay, so let me create one class first. So list node, and this list node is having two values, two properties. So int, let me write val, and one is the same class as a reference. Okay, list node, that is next, correct? Now I'll create one constructor for this. So let me right click here. In this I'm going to pass this as a null, because initially I don't require this. Okay, all right, so this is a base class that is already created. So now let me create one more class that is going to use this class, right? So let me create one class cycle detection. And in this I'm going to create one, of course, the one static function. So it's public static, it's a boolean type because I have to return whether cycle is present or not, right? And this is having has cycle, and this method is going to take one parameter, that is input parameter, one list node that is nothing but a start node. Okay, I will call it head. If you have some idea about the linked list, you might be understanding this. Otherwise you can go through some tutorial where list node or link, how to define the linked list. So you might be if you are facing an issue, you can clear that. Okay, so I have passing. So first thing I have to check whether list this this list node should not be empty. Okay, so if head is equal to null, then I'm going to return false. Okay, now I have to initialize my slow pointer and fast pointer with one step and two step configuration. Okay, so let me define our first list node, that is slow pointer, that is also belonging to the head, is pointing to head, and list node fast pointer, that is also belonging to head, correct? Now I have to run this loop with different speed in a loop, right? While if you remember the edge cases that we have run in the previous program. So while fast is not equal to null, means first should not go to end of the list, and fast dot next also should be present. So in this now I'm going to move the pointer will one step. So slow pointer I'm going to move equal to slow dot next, right? Fast pointer equal to slow fast dot next, because I have to move two steps in one go, right? So this is the way we can define it. Now my slow pointer is moving by one step and fast pointer is moving by two steps. Okay, now I have to check if they are pointed to same reference, it means there is a cycle. Okay, so I'm going to write this code: if slow equal to fast, then I'm going to return true, because I found the cycle, correct? So this is the whole loop is closed. and if nothing is found, then I'm going to return false. Okay, so this is the final code, which is very small code. The only thing is that this is a code block that I have to see. Okay, so simply I am moving two pointers with different speed, and I was just checking and I'm just checking or waiting for the moment when both are pointing to the same node. If this is happening, means cycle is detected. Otherwise, I'm returning here because it reaches the fast reaches the last point, that is null, and no cycle detected. So let me write one main method for this. In main method, I am going to create some list node. So let me create one list node. So I have created this 4 node for now, and now I'm going to link this node with together, like node 1 pointing to node 2 or node 3, node 3 pointing to node 4, or node 4 pointing to again node 1. Okay, in this way I'm going to create more. Okay, so I'm going to linking the node. So head.next, that should be equal to, suppose it is pointing to node 2, you can take anything, right? Then node 2 dot next is pointing to node 3, and node 3 dot next, this is pointing to, suppose, node 4. Okay, and this is the simple, there is no cycle till now. Now I'm going to create one cycle. So node 4 dot next is pointing to the previous, anyone previous, so any node I can take. So let me take node 2. Okay, so now I know there is a cycle. Okay, so now let me test this. So I'm going to call has cycle method and passing the head in that, and let me print this. So boolean answer, that is equal to this, and I'm going to system dot println, and I'm going to pass this simply cycle detected, that is going to show me answer, right? So I think it should run. Let me run that now. Yes, it's coming true. Let me do one more thing, one change. Let me do it like let me create one more node just for testing purpose. Suppose this is node 5 and I'm giving the value 5. Okay, and I'm simply for the node 4 next I am passing the node 5. Then what happened? There is no cycle because node 1 is pointing to node 2, node 2 is to node 3, node 3 pointing to node 4, node 4 pointing to node 5. There is no cycle, right? Let me run this. False. Okay, so hope this program makes sense. Okay, it's not big program, it's a very small program. The only thing is that one is the big structure of the node that I have to create. You can create as per you want, and but you have to utilize this property here. So hope you understood this problem. Okay, so let's do some more variation of the problem in the next video.